Fine, without end. Welcome to the Savage Nation. In many ways, my show is like that, without end. It goes on and on and on and on. People said it wouldn't last a week, then they said it wouldn't last a month, then they said it wouldn't last 2 months, then it wouldn't last 3 months, then it wouldn't last a year. Here it is 18, 17 years later. Apparently, I'm saying something that the American people agree with, and today I am saying predominantly that because of the vermin in the media who have filled the sewer pipe of the media from Hollywood to New York, wherever the sewer pipe emanates, whether it's Phil Griffin's NBC, it's a sewer pipe. Take a look at who they have on MSNBC. Degenerates and anti-Americans from top to bottom. Now, as I said last week, a pervert can still be a good professional, but a pervert cannot be a good American. MSNBC is an example of that. Virtually everything that comes out of the stooges, the puppets of Phil Griffin, is anti-American, anti-family, anti-church, anti-police, anti-military. Now, I'm going to tie that into a new article that I just found, written by Grace Vuto, that you're not going to believe. You may have heard some of this before, but not like this. Bye-bye white and black America, make way for Latinos and Asians. The numbers are in. And she goes through the numbers. We heard about minorities are going to take over the country and blah, blah, blah. 1 out of every 6 Americans is now Latino. The meteoric rise of the number of Latinos and Asians shocked even demographers who couldn't believe what happened. America's white population dropping like a rock from near 70% in 2000 to 63% in 2010. 1 out of every 6 Americans is now Latino, most of them illegal, by the way. A total of 50 million Latinos, up from 35 million in 2000. Asian population increasing to an astounding 43%. Increasing an astounding 43% since 2000. Now, we know all of this. I mean, we sort of know it. If you live anywhere, you've seen this. The question is, why is the black population declining? We know the white population is declining because the white race is committing suicide as a result of the psychosis of the liberal media, the liberal professors who have told them that they're evil, no good, they have a disproportionate amount of wealth. The children picked it up over the years. They won't get married. They won't have children. All they want to do is have sex and lay down like a dirty dog in the streets. And as a result, the Caucasian race is dying out in the U.S. But why are the black people diminishing as a population? Abortion. Very high rate of abortion in black communities. Since 1973, black women have had over 17 million abortions. About 600,000 abortions every year. Why is that happening? So she says when historians examine these statistics, they will ask why the Caucasian population extinguished itself. And she writes the answer. She asks, how did a race that created the finest republic in the history of the world, that's the U.S., eventually find itself in the minority of that very republic? And she says, ironically, it is not white-black antagonism based on the central original national sins of slavery and segregation that have led to this downfall. Instead, she writes, both whites and blacks have failed to reproduce themselves in sufficient numbers to retain their population status. Hence, it was not any loathing of one another, but self-loathing that has been the biggest problem in both groups. And now listen to this. This is so well written. Caucasians in particular have, since the 1960s, sought a collective punishment for their previous prowess. Many American whites adopted the liberal mantra that preserving one's race is a form of xenophobic chauvinism. Even discussing such a topic is viewed as in and of itself a form of racism. Whites embraced the creed of reducing births and catering less to the needs of the family while simultaneously increasing the number of immigrants. Whites did not bank on the fact that others, Asians and Hispanics, would not be following the same policies of grandiloquent self-destruction and self-abnegation, but would instead simply fill the emerging population vacuum. How do you like that for a story? It's all on michaelsavage.com. Just found it, linked it up, written by Grace Vuto, a very frequent guest on the Savage Nation. Bye-bye white and black America, make way for Latinos, Asians, and you can thank vermin in the media for doing this to your children.